all good. We will get yous up and running first before we let everybody else come live. Right, okay. Let's see. Right, let's go live on Insta. Let's go live on Facebook. Hi, Facebook. Happy Sunday. Hi, Instagram. Happy Sunday. It's that time. Oh, maybe should I check my comments before I come on. Oh, well. Hi, Joan. I hope you're good. Hi, Jacqueline. Oh, YouTube, you have showed up. I appreciate it a lot. Hi, Siobhan. Hi, Anne. Hi, Kirsty. Hi, Sharon, Jay, Rebecca. Oh, yous are fabulous in YouTube. Thank you so much. Oh, we've all turned up. This is going to be a good live. If you get your rescue remedy, you're going to need it. Oh, thank you, Jacqueline. Hi, Shell. Hi, Denise. Hi, Nikki. I hope you've all had a lovely Sunday. Has it been a good one? Are we ready for this today? I'm like, what's that behind me? My trainers. That's annoyed me. Hi, Neve. Hi, Claire. Hi, Kerry. Hi, Casa. Hi, Jean. Right, okay. It's Juicy into it today. Everybody showed up. Have you took your rescue remedy? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Have you had? Oh, it is 5 o'clock here. Have you had your vodka? Turned up. Been waiting this all day. Vicky Riddler's in the house. Carrie Lloyd's in the house. Comment after comment, used to. Aye. Vicky is Bonnie and Clyde in. She's Bonnie. Where's Clyde? Is he in and all? Don't get me started. Let's do this. Right, so first things first. When we started doing the P. Diddy case, remember we bought a new book? I showed you on the live. I was all excited about the new book. Look at the new book. It's done. We have 4 pages left. This is all our lives from... I'm old school, by the way. Everyone's got to be pen and paper for me. Pen and paper. This is all the lives from January, maybe? Or whenever we started it. Few things I want to cover before we start. Because some people are saying, oh, I'm sick of hearing about Donald Trump. Somebody just wrote it in the comments, a wee woman. I don't know why she would watch something she doesn't like, but that's another story. That's for another live. But Christy's readings will be 10 years old next year. These predictions, are 7 and 8 years old. I've got to follow these cases through. If you've been on the page long enough, you'll know I am... I love politics. I love current affairs. It's an absolute passion of mine, and I'm always going to bring my passion into my work. Why? Because I'm the fucking boss and I can, right? If you don't like it, I'm sorry, right? You go to other psychics page, I will not be offended. Not one little bit. All right, but this has been years of work in progress as well, of predictions. We are... All these years ago, like I said, when I said Jay-Z was gay, yada-da-da-da, nobody believed me. And I'm cool with that. But now it's happening, so I'm going to keep talking about it to remind you all right? Are we all set for this? Anything to get in to say? I'm taking no prisoners today, because if you think this is hard, wait till we get into the fucking live. I need to stop swearing. I love your page. Thank you, Beth. Thank you. But that's what I was going to say. I have a lot of comments, right? And I know some people just want the readings. I get it. But I'm sorry, I'm loving life right now. I don't know if I'm a journalist. I don't know if I'm an American lawyer. But I'm learning every day. Knowledge is power, peeps. Knowledge is power. And the last thing I want to touch on before I start doing these predictions, well, we kind of know them, right? But I'm not out to cause fear and alarm. But just a wee reminder, I don't make this happen, whether you believe it or not. I can see the future. 9 times out of 10, I'm living in the future. Hence why when I bring anything to the page, I believe in my work complicitly. All right, the page has been going for nearly 10 years. I have so many loyal followers that also doing these cases are giving back to them who have been here from day one, that even stuck with me when they didn't believe me. Iona Telfer, hello, I hope you're good. But we're going to do this. I love your authenticity. Thank you so much. These are all lovely. Listen, I've had about 3 comments, but these 3 comments really annoyed me. First things first, all right, the power outage. The video that came out the other day all right, came directly from a whistleblower. I had 3 messages. The story completely matches. It wasn't just a prediction. It was a prediction. I think a lot of people missed in the video. Well, no, actually, 1 or 2 people, but that annoyed me. When I put the video out, the reason was the prediction was done way back in October 2023. So that's why I'd put it on, was to then prove the validation, whether a lot of people were like, well, is it going to happen? Yes, it is. They did sign NDAs. I would not put something like that in my page to frighten you for nothing. And if you were on the COVID journey with us, you know, you already know that. People have to know. It sounds like scary predictions coming. There is, and do you know what? I'm not making the world like this, but listen, I'm trying to help you all. I'm trying to help myself here. Love your page, Christy. Also the lies, you're always right. If folk don't like what you say, they can leave. This is what gets me. And people are like, oh, fuck off. But where am I going? Where am I going? It's my page. Like, where am I going to? Hi in Dublin. Right, okay. If we had a rescue remedy, if you got your vodka, deep breath in, deep breath out. Inhale the positivity, exhale the negativity. Is that enough light for everybody? Can everybody see all right? I'd say that's a 60 watt right there. People have to know. Listen, I know my followers are like, I know you just want to know. Right, let's get P. Diddy out the way, because if you've been on my story, and if you're not, and you're on the Instagram, I sound so old, you're on the Instagram, go to the highlights. There's week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. We finished halfway through day 18, just because off the back of the news that there had been a body found, which I'm not going to really touch on in this live, other than what I've put out in the post. My thoughts are with Cole Cooper's family, his mum, his aunt, his dad, everybody that's involved in that, his friends. If any statements come out, I will share them onto the page. But that is the reason day 18 was, the full page was cancelled, just out of the mark of respect. Right, okay. Let's get into it. So, obviously, P. Diddy, there's a voicemail going about where he's summoning him back. The trafficking charge stands because he was, like I said before, prediction, was taking the sex workers back and forth. The last person on the stand, witness number 4, which was, she's still in the stand at cross-examination. She's been there since Wednesday, not physically in the stand since Wednesday, you know. She looks like she was the new Cassie, and I think she's probably had it the worst out of them all, including Cassie Ventura. Cassie Ventura had a better idea of what she was getting into. I don't think witness 4 did. And I think that's very obvious. What blows my mind is why they were all out to please him so much. Forgive me for bringing a bit of humour into this, but what do people find attractive in somebody sitting in a corner giving themselves a good chug and recording, making people do other stuff and record it? I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just vanilla over here, but I don't get it. I'm good. How are you? Anthony Robinson, mind your own business. Anthony, you're on my page. Here we go again. MILF, I'll take that. Do you know that's in my registration plate and it was just by accident? The car chose me. I think she was much younger, Louise. You keep getting kicked out on Instagram. I thought it was 8 o'clock already. I am doing my live early, so because I'm not meant to do a live tonight. I will be live next week because the weekend after that is my 40th, and I will be MIA for the Thursday right through to the Tuesday. Right, okay. So with that witness number 4, she's still in the stand at the moment. So what we're going to expect on Monday is for day 19 is the cross-examination. The defence have went pretty hard on her. They are proving lies around the other witness, actually, around the balcony statement. They were pressing on that as well, but the defence don't have a leg to stand on. Didn't nearly get chucked out of court because he was literally eyeballing the witness, eyeballing the jury. Easy for me to say. But there has been a lot of problems with the jury in the last 10 days. Apparently, one juror is making a lot of facial expressions, like whether they like it or don't like it when they're not meant to be doing any of that. Diddy's also staring at them, where the prosecution had spoke to the judge. The judge said, I've not seen that. A few hours later, judge seen it, pulled him at the side, said, you're going to be chucked out your own trial. if this happens again, and it was not a warning the next time if he even looked at the jury, he was getting put out. So that's where we're at with the P. Diddy case. Have I covered all that? Because it's the Donald Trump stuff I really want to go into. I maybe should put the lamp on for that. Should I brighten the light just for when we speak about Donald? I'm bringing light to everybody. Knowledge is power. Right, okay. Hi, Anne McKellar. Have you got a date for the blackout? Right, a lot of people were asking this. No. But I don't have a date because nobody told me a date. But what I do get is the next 5 weeks. And I think they already know. They obviously do. I've had a lot of messages where people have had outages in their area. I think that's the start of it. I don't think we're going to be out for 17 hours. I feel we're going to be out for much longer. There's the first prediction. Get yourself a wee radio. That's a wee battery radio just in case. But that's more because I want to get myself on the radio. I do also think, which we'll come on to the COVID side of it in a minute, this is all getting mixed in together. Where I personally think that they know that the COVID lockdown's not going to work. But I don't think they're blacking us out. I don't think they're switching us off. I also think that they're becoming very reliable in electricity, electric cars, all this jazz. And this is why it's happening. Power surges. Turning into an electrician now. I'm getting an identity crisis with my job right now. But I do think in the next 3 to 5 weeks, we're going to hear a lot more about it. And I think that we'll start to see a lot more outages. Schools in particular, there's a prediction. I see schools shutting or having these outages where some are shutting. There's a lot of talk around it. I see down south being affected more than us to begin with. By the way, this is the light stuff for this live. So another dipper rescue remedy, guys. It's starting to crank up. Watching from Orlando. Hi in Orlando. I hope you're good. I've got my radio and batteries ready. People are like think we're nuts. Well, won't be that when they're all panicked and frantic and then they said I was the one causing the panic. I'm in love with your accent. Oh, thank you. I'm Scottish, not Irish, but I will take Irish. I love the Irish. Apparently they're forcing everyone on electric cars. Yeah, but this is the thing, right? Here's the giggle. I've got a fuel car. I'm fine. But I'm not, because these Teslas, if they just break down the middle of the road, how are we going to get to move? Are the power outages only in the UK, not Turkey? So I'm going to come on to Turkey in a minute, but only because obviously I've made predictions around it. Let's not go with a time frame with it, but I still don't feel good about Turkey. Another bit of rescue remedy, get a bit of the body in you. I still don't feel good about it. I don't feel good about Turkey and Greece at the same time. Keep that prediction. First time I've ever hoped you're wrong. My niece is type 1 diabetic, needs electricity charge. I do believe this is why they're signing NDAs, because I've seen a lot of people writing about, obviously people at home with their medical equipment. But this is why this will be getting, there's prevention, and this is why these meetings are probably taking place likely. Right, calm it down a bit. I believe in your work 1,000,000%. Thank you so much. Supermarkets will be mayhem, no fridges or freezes. Just experienced an earthquake in Turkey. I'm sending you so much love, Hayley. That must have been so scary. Obviously, God, we are off to Greece. I'll keep you posted. Cyber attacks, we have covered that. I don't see anything new coming in round about it, anything other than what it is. But it's Donald Trump I want to go on to, and Elon Musk. Putin. I will say it. Putin's starting to look tame compared to Keir Starmer, Donald Trump, JD Vance, that woman with blonde hair, Caroline, oh, what's her name? The mouthpiece for Donald Trump. Can somebody give me her name? I want to make a prediction on her. I feel she's in even too deep at this point, to the point that I think she's going to fall pregnant and leave by December. Just a thought. I feel like she's not going to be part of it, but I want to say that it's a wee purpose thing. She's getting herself out. She's not daft. Let's see. Right, so Elon Musk, Trump had the biggest fallout. We predicted it when? Before they even went into power. But this fallout is proven a lot, and whether you think they're kidding on or they're not kidding on, they were never friends. We knew that. The Three Musketeers, I said it to you so long ago. Big Mark Zuckerberg, where is he? I put it in my story the other day. He's staying low-key, isn't he? Elon Musk and Trump. Trump's acting all shocked that Elon's done this. Trump knew Elon was capable of doing this. This is why Trump then went in and tried to take as much money off Elon as possible, aka with the campaign. I predicted, and I always stick to my work, I predicted that I thought Kamala Harris was going to be the president, or there was a woman that was going to make history in America, and I'm sure some of you remember. Caroline Levitt, right, okay, that's what I'm speaking about. I forgot what I was saying because I read that name. Somebody remind me. I need to stop reading the comments and I'm chatting. Why did it delete all the posts? Because I do think that there's going to be repercussions because Russia have offered... but Kamala, thank you, Vicky. I suppose you're making up to me a wee bit. So I had predicted that. Obviously, there's going to be somebody making American history. What if they recount and they realise that the actual recount was she was the winner, it was her campaign that won? Because we spoke about it. Keep that in your heads because I feel July is going to be connected around that. A president can't serve time in jail while they're in their presidency. We already knew that. So this suited Donald Trump to go for another round to be president. It kept him safe in a sense. But he's becoming so unreliable where now the UK, this is the frightening part, Rescue Remedy, double vodka for this one. The UK are being blamed for the drone attack. I think it was about 2 or 3 days ago. Putin's not happy. We don't really want to get involved in this. But this is where, and a lot of people say, Chris, you're scaring people. I'm educating people because people do need to have to know. But we are America's allies. And if you don't know what that means, we're basically in bed with America. And whatever America do, we get dragged along with. And that's exactly what's happened in that situation. Because Trump wants to drag us into it, but Trump also wants to bankrupt America. One of the other predictions was the American people America would be fighting America. It happened this morning. The ICE agents are in LA. They've had to bring in the National Guard. They have got a Black Hawk helicopter armed where they're about to hurt their own people. They have now been warned they are not allowed to wear masks to protest. Bearing in mind, Trump knows they're throwing gases at the protesters. These protesters are peaceful protesters. And this is what's happened this morning. This is just going to get worse and worse for America. But it's because Trump's having to distract. Why does he need to distract? Because he was in bed with Epstein, like we already knew. But I don't feel he was more in operations or something. That's exactly what I get. And I think Musk is going to drop a bomb between, or maybe, I shouldn't say that word actually. Musk is going to drop something between Wednesday and Thursday that is going to put Trump more into these Epstein files than what we know. He saved TikTok, Trump, yesterday. Nobody's even talking about it because people are so disgusted with him. He saved, I think, it for another 3 months for the Americans. But again, America's changing as a country at the moment. He's going to bankrupt them, which he already is doing. But what if I said to you, what if Trump and Diddy, right, which I didn't know that P. Diddy actually has some sort of connection to the X platform, monetary-wise. See, Ellon has said Trump hasn't disclosed the Epstein files because he's in them. What's your thoughts? Exactly that, but it's not what you think. It's like the free course, and this is the point that I'm making when I'm doing these predictions. Jag, you're right. She went on about the free course about P. Diddy. Yes, she was right that things were going down, but she wasn't right. She was making out the free course were a big hall party in the community centre. It was like a big orgy and everybody was getting involved. Okay, maybe it was an orgy, but it wasn't what she said it was. And she was using other people's stories to add on to that. We always say we're getting distracted or they're trying to distract us. We're distracting ourselves. If we actually just look at the truth, we'll realise what's exactly going on. Putin, I think, is giving Trump one too many chances. As in, that's what's I predict is what's going on at the moment. But I see in the next 4 weeks, shit's going to hit the fan. I want to say that Russia's going to make a move towards the UK and waters. We're going to hear a lot about Russia being in the UK waters in the next 7 days, which is very, very normal. It could be a prediction, but it is very normal for that to happen as well. It's in plain sight, 100%, but nobody wants to see that. And it's like when people are saying, oh, you're not bringing enough light to your page, it was grinding me for the fact I'm like, this is what's going on in our world. Are we just going to go into a wee bubble and kid on it's not happening? When in reality, that is why we all have bad mental health, because we're not being present, we're not being right now. We're fearing to educate ourselves because we think that's going to fear us more. You do know the fear lives there because it's a lack of knowledge. If you make yourself knowledgeable on things, then you'll understand things better. Like a big whole party, 100%. But she was, and I said that from day one, Ray Jag, you're right. I believed the context of the story that women were coming to her, but I don't believe she was any part of it. And maybe it's wrong to say, but I think if anything, I get psychically, she was raging that Diddy didn't choose her. Right, okay. UK is still... Oh, in it. 212, the knowledge crew. I love it, I love it. So, what if Trump's trying to distract us with Elon Musk, which suits Trump to get rid of Elon Musk now anyway, but where does Mark Zuckerberg sit in all this? We're going to hear about that by Friday. He's going to be either taking someone off social media or he's picking a side. And I feel we're going to hear about it at the end of the week. Also, another validation, which again was a shitty validation, but it is what it is. I predicted around the PIP, there were going to be a lot of changes, and that was away June last year. That's all coming in just now. Thank you, Angela. Her son died, and I think she was lashing out. I heard that, Jade. Christy, what's going to happen with Turkey? There's guys there who are not Turkish. The Russians aren't holidaying there. It's like a ghost town. I did predict that because it's a very active country. It's like America. I've got a follower on It's in America the now, and she's a very loyal follower. Mary, I'm sorry in advance. Just listen, you get yourself a cocktail and go to the bar the now. We are being warned not to go to America. The UK citizens are being warned not to travel to America. We are still going to Disneyland, but it's fine. I'm not saying it's not fine, all right? But that warning is in place for a reason, but we don't want to believe that. They're just trying to restrict us. They're just trying... That's not the case. It's not the case. Stammer, he's another story. Wartime Prime Minister, I told yous. I love this early live. I love it because there I can go and chill out. It's been... Putting all this aside, it's been a very heavy week in the page, the last week and a half or so, and I'm trying to keep up with all these cases. I'm working, it's probably the hardest I've worked in the page and the content side of things. I am loving every minute of it, but it's hard. And again, it's just all the other things that are going on in the page as well. It can just be very, very draining. Do you just honestly think I want to sit in these lives and say all these predictions? But what's the reality? Fill yous all with fucking smoke and it's not true. Just no. Just, it's not my work. I've done this for 9 years on these platforms and I stick by my work. It's the COVID times right now. I'm willing to take that. I am willing to take that. I was going on for October 2019 about COVID and you all thought it was batshit crazy. I am fine with that. I lived through that. Right, COVID. World Health Organization, we signed an agreement 2 or 3 weeks ago. They're the ones that are going to decide so that the government can say, I'm not paying yous. There won't be any loans coming from us this time because so many people took the piss the last time. So I do feel we're into a lockdown, but I don't feel there's any financial assistance. I feel there's going to be an uproar. Nobody's going to listen. Just to put it out there, I am not asking you to take a vaccine. I'm not asking you to listen. You do you, boo. I am just telling you what's going to happen. Right, what do we think so far? I say nothing. Better to know the truth and believe a lie. 100%. 100%. I'm too literal. I can't hide it. I've got facial Tourette's. If my voice didn't say it, my face would say it. Right, we're ready. Madelaine McCann, that's what we're coming on to next. Have we covered everything we've got to cover so far, though? I do see another lockdown, yeah. I will have a look at that, Laura. Thank you so much. That cannily gets a rightful place. Trump himself has admitted that his election was rigged. Do you know what I'm going to say? I don't see him going down in history for being a president twice over. That's how I know. It's horrible. Could you imagine being psychic and known? But then it's only you that knows, so it might not be true. Michael Jackson. Thank you, Louise. Thank you. We've done a lot of lives in Michael Jackson. I hold my opinion on Michael Jackson. But he did pass with pneumonia just before a show. And all joking aside, he would have been the only person that could have took Diddy down, if you really think about it. He was an icon, all right? Everyone would have believed him, which they do, because the ongoing argument whether Michael Jackson was a paedophile or not is still ongoing. He's still got millions and millions of fans, millions of fans. Diddy knew if anybody could take him down, it was going to be Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson was getting very restless because he was getting tired with the show. And maybe he was getting asked too much of, or Diddy looked at him as a threat. I do think Diddy is responsible for Michael Jackson's death. I said it! And I do feel Diddy is going to go on trial in 2027 for the murder of Tupac, the murder of Biggie, and Michael Jackson. I feel he's played a part in the Aaliyah, but that's where 50 Cent's going to be brought in. But he's a slippery wee snake, that 50 Cent. He's going to disappear for a bit and come back all reformed and new. What do we think? No electric, no Wi-Fi, no charging phones. How will I cope? Get your feet in the ground, a bit of meditation. Aaron Carter. But I don't feel Aaron Carter will get the justice he deserves, because I think the list is that long. I don't see Jay-Z testifying. This is a sealed discovery. All the names are in that. Justin Bieber, Beyonce, Jay-Z, basically everyone that paid to get out of it. And Diddy will get them back. I can see a book coming. I can. Oh, Diddy's list. Whitney Houston. Yes, but not by Diddy on the bigger scale of the Illuminati. Diddy's only a small part of the Illuminati, guys. A very small part of it. Robbie Williams and Ellen DeGeneres. You shower of gates. Shower of gates. That is it. No more Robbie Williams. I'm sorry, guys. I know I broke your hearts over and over again, but that's it. We're all leaving Robbie Williams as well. We're going to start listening to hymns. I'm saying that we're probably not safe listening to them either, but you know what? Just a wee bit of tranquil meditation music. It's probably the safest option right now. He was hanging about with Ellen DeGeneres, but I think Ellen's got him on side for the UK support. Because she's out there saying her sheep's not eating grass and all that. They're repulsed by you, Ellen. Repulsed. Right, okay. Madelaine McCann. I put it out in my story at the time. Listen, they got £1 million. £7:30. No wonder you weren't sweating. They got £1 million about 6-7 weeks ago. It's something I'll always speak about strongly. And do you know what? I think that's the worst part about being psychic. I can sniff a lie out like that. I just need to look at somebody. I don't even need to talk. I don't believe that man Christian has anything to do with Madelaine McCann's death. I will always stick to my predictions. The £7:30, allegedly, I don't know, what's the word I would use so I don't get sued? Just my opinion. I don't know what I'm saying here. I think parents gave the child an overdose, not an overdose, but gave them their Calpol, helped them sleep and maybe overdosed them by mistake, and then had to do what they had to do. I don't feel the full £7:30 knew when it happened, but I feel they all suspect it and everybody's got their lips sealed. I also feel politics are involved, doctors are involved, because, well, all these people that are getting all this medication, it's coming from somewhere. That was another thing. Trump said that Ellon is on the ketamine, and he thinks that's why he's had this rant, but he's also lodged in something to do for Biden to do with Biden's dementia, because he's worried that Biden was making decisions on his dementia. What is that? Can you hear that banging? I'm so sorry. I think Donald Trump's projecting out there. Yes, allegedly. Thank you, Lizzie. For entertainment purposes only. I think the 7:30 knew about Madelaine McCann, and I think there's a couple that know where she is. And I did say that there could be a sibling that might come forward who automatically has just appeared in the paper. Do you not think? That was a bit weird. Just saying, because when I brought that up, we'd never seen him. Now, people were saying, I know, but he's not going to say anything. Is he not? Or is he going to start and excuse me a second. Is he going to start to remember things, but he was told something else? And you know what it's like? People can just have a wee bad day and, you know, just saying. Any children at drugs and lesser children would be jailed. This is what I don't get. You just wouldn't leave your kids in a hotel room to even run down to the reception to get a towel, or I don't know. Right, okay. Where are we at? Love that. Keep the noise down. They know I'm live. That's the best of it. They're having their dinner. I have 4 more annuals to do, and then I'm done, and I am planning and getting my PJs on, getting the boys down early, and switching off and just getting into bed and decompressing. Love that. Keep the noise down. Right, okay. Have we covered everything? The Greta I can't remember her surname. Oh gosh, the lady that's heading to Gaza just now. They lost communication, I think, about 4 hours ago. It's been alleged that they're at Jordan Airport and they've been intercepted, but there's no confirmation yet. Also, they did say when they went into territorial waters that they would start to get blackouts with their communication, so they could still be heading towards Gaza. Do I think they're going to be intercepted? Yes, I do. Greta Thunberg, thank you. I love a cosy decompressed evening. Me too. I've been doing it a little bit more often, just try to switch off and scroll a bit more rather than get caught up with the next thing I need to do. I can't wait till this Diddy case is over, to be totally honest with you. But we're on week 5 and I'm proud of myself for sticking to it every day because I didn't think I was going to. A few wee shaky days there. My son was never out my shot on holidays. Just automatic. Can I rewatch this? Of course you can. I'll just, once I click it off and I press finish, it'll hit onto the page. Facebook, you'll get a double whammy of it because Instagram is also connected around Facebook as well. So it'll be like 2 videos going up. YouTube, thank you for subscribing. I had a big gifter last week. I do not know who you are, but I just want to say thank you so much. I don't have anything to do with gifts. I don't know how YouTube work. I tried to, when I come off the live, to come and try and find you. I actually was coming to try and give you your money back or get you to donate it somewhere. But we don't have your username or anything. So if you're in this live right now, it would be greatly appreciated if you commented, because I'd like to thank you personally. You shouldn't have done that. It was so appreciated though. Will these pit rules come into force? Yes, definitely. I don't understand it all, but they said that you need a 4 for something. Right, okay, here's the statistics for that. If you get fibromyalgia, there's going to be 77% people it's going to affect on PIP. If you've got arthritis, there's 21%. They're reevaluating everything. The reality is this government is harsh and they want their money back and they're taking it, and they do not care about the current climate. They do not care about the cost of living crisis, nothing. They made that happen for us. That's the reality. I'm living for your Diddy updates. You're such a trooper. No idea how you manage it all. Kat, do you know what I'm going to say? I'm like, I think I should go to uni and be a journalist. Like, I am loving it that much, but no. And this is what I love about the page. It's so versatile. I can do what I want. Even when it doesn't make everybody happy. If I'm not shedding enough light. I'm shedding light in all sorts. Things that you didn't know. Every day is a school day. Pip no longer applications in Scotland, but feel sorry for people in England. I feel so sorry for everyone that it's going to involve, because I don't think people realise in Scotland it's coming everywhere. I don't see it just being an English thing. Definitely not. I think Diddy would have been connected to Michael Jackson's death, because if you look at the time scale, Diddy was really hitting his high at that point. Really hitting his high at that point. And it's somebody like Michael Jackson that maybe only said once, I'm telling him. I'm telling everybody about him. That could be a big problem to Diddy. Nobody else was a big problem to Diddy. It was only be somebody like him. Yeah, she would be fab. Can imagine you through out the putting the world to right. Save River City. I hear you. I agree with you, Paula Cameron. Totally agree with you. My dad's Scottish. I love that. We're in Scotland. Why not go to uni? I can do it, so can you. Oh, I do see myself doing something like that later on, once the boys are at school. Christy Media Empire. Listen, that's the thing. I always said the minute I started Christy's readings, I wanted, back then it was like a blog and a vlog and things like that. The pages came on so much in all that time. That's what I love, that I can come on and most of you guys support everything that we speak about, or all the, what's the word? Like different topics we've done over the years that we've highlighted and raised awareness for. Can you see us getting a new political party? Trust not. Wouldn't trust any of the politics. I miss the Sturge, right? I know some of you didn't like her. I love the Sturge, right? Sturge, I know you've had your time off and all that, but see if you're watching this, and I know you watch sometimes, see if you're watching this, going to just come back, please. Because I won't know what's going on in lockdown. I only watched everything that was going on in lockdown because of you. Saying to my boyfriend, shh, my show's on. Samantha's boyfriend, could you keep the noise down? All right, we're just putting the world to right now. This is an important live breaking news and all that. That was breaking news the other day about the outage. You didn't believe me, but it was true. Will Ireland be affected by the outage? I don't feel you'll be as bad. You won't get it as bad as what the UK will. Right, we're all going to Ireland for our holidays. We're in Ireland, aren't you? I psychically get you're going to be all right. Right, Lily and Jack Sullivan. I haven't heard much more in that case, but the Valerie Marquez case, the friend Vivian has spoke out. That's a case I'm enjoying watching at the moment because I'm curious to see where that's going to go. That's all gang related, I think, possibly even mafia related. I have started a highlight on Instagram. You'll see there's a wee laughy face because it's COVID 2025. I know some people weren't happy with that either. About 3 weeks' time, Claire Elizabeth. Power bank and battery operated lights are now on the list. Listen, I get this one off Amazon, but I'm going to be honest with you, it took nearly 5 weeks to come. I was worried we were going to have an outage and I wouldn't have a radio. Not even opened it yet, that's the giggle. Imagine it was nothing inside it. Let's see. Let's open it together. Is that what they do on TikTok? Let's see. Oh, it's incredible. Incredible. Oh my God, it's so shiny. Honestly, can you see that? How do you put these batteries in? Oh, you need to buy your own batteries, but that's okay. I think that was about £9. And I bought candles as well. Oh, it's got to be strapped so that you can go about. Right, okay. Are we done? Have I covered everything? Advice to a young 22-year-old. Never care what anybody thinks. Be as confident as you can, because what you'll realise when you get, well, I'll be 40 in 2 weeks, what you realise you get older, nobody really cares anyway. Everybody who judges, it's judged based on their own opinion. Like if somebody says, well, I don't know, I don't like this or I don't like that, that's just on their opinion. Doesn't mean it's your opinion. I've done the exact same. I love it. I bought big church candles. Right, we're all going to Violet's house if our lights go out. You know what? I'd love to think we were all wrong about this. I'm really not, but I'd love to think we were all wrong about this and we can just put these wee radio buys and we'll be fine. But if anything does happen, at least I know my teams get their radios, their batteries and their candles. Get barbecues, that's what I was thinking. We need barbecues, but I was thinking just get a fire bin because you're going to be using it more than once. You better research how to broadcast your own show in that radio, Christy. I've not, but somebody needs to tell me how to do it. People who judge hate their own lives. See someone who's enjoying their life. They're never looking at anybody else's life. That is such a big reality and truth. But sadly, we just live in a world where people either project, reflect, or are jealous or envious, that's a horrible, horrible energy to have. See if somebody's got something that you want, never have that jealous feeling. Think, the universe has showed me that because I'm attracting that in. See if you think about it a different way. You could even attract in whatever it is you're maybe envious. People who don't like people, you only don't like them because what's in them is in you. Always the same. Good shout, Christy, with the barbecue. That's fine. I would start buying all the frozen meats and put them in the freezer. We are going to be so sorted for this. The rest of the world will be frantic. We'll obviously, we went frantic when we knew. Now it's happened, we're all right. We're all ready to go. 3 power banks. I think we should be looking at a lot of solar stuff. Right, I'm feeling good about the solar world. Oh, I've stocked up on batteries, candles, and me battery lamps. Thank you, YouTube. You have really showed up. You have all showed up today. I really, really appreciate it. Facebook in particular. Christy, if there's a power outage, there won't be anything on the radio. Well, you're wrong, Katie. Back in the day. Or am I wrong, maybe? Remember you could speak to all the truck drivers or people were on their radios? Am I wrong about that? Right, I'm just going to, I don't know. We're just not, I'm all right not communicating. Are you struggling, like? I'm looking forward to the peace and quiet. Hope the weather's good. It takes batteries. Aye, but she's made a good point, Dee. What about the production of the radio? They're not going to have any electricity to end with it. Oh, jinx. But surely, and I've got a spirit box radio that picks up frequencies, so don't worry, right? I'll try and get to you. Just listen out, my boys. You'll be all glad he's listening to the spirit box because it's got you accustomed to it. Are we feeling okay? Do we need another rescue remedy? CB radios, that's what I was trying to say. Are you hosting a barbecue for your crew? Give money to charity when we go dark? Why am I giving it to charity? I'm going to need it for myself at that point, Amanda. Oh, you're talking about the thing before, sorry. Oh, that's it. Margaret Rose, that's actually a good idea. I've emptied my chest so I don't lose too much food. I never even thought of that. I was going to stock up the freezer. Listen, I bought walkie-talkies because where Morgan lives, so we listen, the last thing I want to be stuck here. Morgan, I need your help with the boys. So she's got a walkie-talkie just in case. Hope they're not charging us in daily standing rate when the meter's not working. Listen, I live in Turbine City, so I'm just going to swing for a turbine and see if it does any good. Try and hook my house up to it. You need dry, tinned and non-perishable foods. Right, guys, get that in your notepads. Did you hear that? Over and out. Oh, go to charity shops, etc. and get camping stuff to cook. That's a good idea. I've already put turkey in. I'll prep... when I finish the video, I'll post it. You will see it. I've got a camp sofa. This is hilarious. Get a generator. I was thinking that. Oh, good shout. My dad's sons are welders. Danny Christy doing? Somebody tell me quick, because I'll need to text him. Because he's due a baby soon, so I'll need him over here to do that. Right, thank you so much. Are we all right? Peppa Pig radios. Think I'm sorted. You'll be fine. Listen, Stacey, we're not going to judge you on what kind of radios they are. Have my tins of bean soup. Angel Delight, so I can make pudding. Just in case you fancy treating yourself in this outage. Thank you for the follows. Start boiling water too, apparently. Do you know what? I psychically got... That's so weird. That is so, so weird, Jenny. I psychically got something to do with water the other day. I feel we're all right in Scotland. Maybe not so good down south. Right, have I covered every predictions you wanted covered at the end? I didn't cover that I should have covered. Oh, congratulations, Christian. He's going to have a wee baby girl in September. I'm really excited for them both. Really excited. Let's all go for him. He got engaged at the start of the year. Thank you, Chris, for keeping us up to date. You are very welcome. Thank you. I really enjoyed tonight. Scottish accent, nobody understands. Well, if everybody else is understanding it, fine. Read the room, babe. Read the room. Right, it's not me. If you're getting messages for Christy's readings, it's these spammers. Just block and report them. I will never message anybody. Right, guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you've enjoyed this live as well. Thank you for all your likes, comments, subscribes on YouTube. It's greatly, greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening, and I will see you all soon. And stay in the story for day 5, day 19 of the P. Diddy trial tomorrow on our Instagram. Take care. Bye, YouTube. Take care.